Devil Addicts fans, thank you very much for staying with us. I almost slept through this, and if Jürgen didn't wake me up, I would have been shite. I would have missed my United game. No, that can't happen. That can't happen. Sorry, guys, because I've been flat out busy working on a project, and it's just been really, really sleepless nights. Well, it's going to be like that for the next next 1 week at least until my project's finished. And we have got Jürgen back finally. Yay!
Yes.
Yay! He's taken a trip down to Malaysia and he is back. We are great to have him back in Melbourne, cold Melbourne, after he's enjoyed a beautiful sunny weather in Malaysia. But he is back in Melbourne, cold, wintry weather. Oh my God, I tell you, you must not like it, innit? Because it's been raining.
Oh, look, I disembarked from the aircraft with shorts and t-shirt thinking we're in spring, And I got up from the airport and it was nothing close to spring.
Well, I'll tell you this, bro. It has never. The whole week we've not had this much rain. If I've seen in a long time in Melbourne, I don't think we've had rain the whole week without stopping.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what's the worst thing? My cars are dirty. It's horribly dirty. Oh my God. I could never even get out to the car wash to get my car clean. And I hate it when my car is dirty.
Yeah.
And we finally got
Mr.
Darren
Darren.
back. Look at him. He's back. He's hiding and he's back.
My Skype was a bit going. I don't know what was wrong with it. It was a bit slow.
That's all right.
I'm back now.
Oh, we've got the doctor. He's hiding his face because the doctor is having the doctor needs a doctor today. So, Darren, can you get one of your doctor friends from the UK, fly down to Melbourne to look after Dr. Mervyn Lawrence? He's down and out today. He's lost his voice, but I told him it's okay. You can still listen in. See, he's actually said a few words. He can't talk. He's whispering. But we got to ask this question. The reason he's whispering is because he's lost his voice, or is he with a certain someone that we have a special guest on the show? Larissa regale me? Is that it? Is that it, Dr. Mervyn? Anyway, guys, let's. Dr. Mervyn's raised his hands, but we can't see his hands. Yes, Doctor. Can you please tell us what you want to tell us? He's gone quiet again. Larissa's probably next to him, or or some other hottie. Anyway, let's get into it, guys. Sorry, I was telling Jürgen, it's just I just overslept, and thankfully you guys woke me up, and I was like, oh, I can't miss this. We're about 15 minutes away from kickoff. So, guys, I'm glad to have Jürgen and Darren back on the show. We missed you guys so badly. The show has not been the same without you guys being there. We're a team. We like having all of you boys on the show. So let's get stuck into it. Darren, since you're back in good old England now, you're down in Cornwall, are you, or have you gone back up to Old Trafford?
No, I'm still down in Cornwall. Still down in the south.
You're not with the Duchess, are you? You're not with the Duchess, are you?
No, I'm not yet. Still trying to find her. Hunt her down.
Okay, let's get into it, guys. Can you please give us the team news? The team news should be out. Darren, why don't you give us the team news, and then we'll quickly walk through it and see this must-win game by our two clear goals. United need to, and hopefully that can be our night, and we can sort of all go to bed after this and say, yes, United, we've qualified for the next round. We don't have to worry about playing another extra 2 games, isn't it? If you finish second, you had to play 2 extra games, right, Darren?
2 games.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we play we team from the Champions League that drops out. So yeah, some big teams in there. So yeah, hopefully we can avoid that. But yeah, the team news. So the goalkeeper the same, De Gea. The back four is the same. Oh no, so it's not. I don't know. Sorry, that's wrong. It's Lindelof. So it's coming for Harry Maguire.
Yep.
So that's the only change in the back line. In midfield, it's Casemiro, Ericsson, Van der Beek, Fernandes. I'm not sure how the formation is going to be. Yeah, well, I guess we'll know when the start of the game. And then it's Ronaldo and another chance for Garnacho. He did really well last week, so yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him. Bit surprised Marcus Rashford's not playing. Actually, he's in great form at the moment. Just hear the manager's interview before the game, and he was asked about that, and he said basically he had like a bit of an injury off a couple of weeks ago, and he doesn't want to like just risk him because we've got a lot of games coming up, and that's the reason why he's not starting the game. But nothing serious. Just you know, he doesn't want to like take any risk when we don't need to really.
Yep.
But yeah, it's a strong team. It's a good chance for Van der Beek. A bit surprised he's starting, but yeah, it's a good opportunity. You know, he's not had many chances. You know, he's had injuries and stuff. So yeah, it's a good chance for him. I think the only question will be what the formation will be. You know, maybe he'll play a diamond, or maybe he'll play the same formation with Fernandes on the right. He's done that before. So yeah, I don't know what you guys think about that.
I'm not a big fan of Fernandes playing from the right because I think Fernandes does more damage when he's actually playing in the middle. But again, look, Ten Hag probably has his reasons for that, and I think what I'm hearing as well, Anthony has picked up a knock last week. He wasn't being. I don't think he was being punished, but he's picked up a little bit of a knock in training, so that's probably why he's missing. But on the other hand, having Donny van der Beek in there, I mean, it's a breath of fresh air for me. I've always been a big fan of Donny van der Beek, his style of play and stuff like that. It's just not given the opportunity to shine, and he was a Ten Hag player before he came to United, and of course injuries were one of the things that kept him out. I'm hoping that he can put on a good show today and show the manager why we should keep him, why it would be a bad idea for us to sell him in the next window. But from a formation perspective, I think Darren, probably Van der Beek's probably going to play in the number 8 role, probably, and probably you're right, probably push Fernandes into the right side of things, and probably have Van der Beek just behind the striker, just behind Cristiano Ronaldo. I think that's how it's probably going to pan out. But what's your thoughts, Jürgen?
I agree. I think it's a lot easier for Fernandes to adjust on the right hand side over Van der Beek, given that he's not played that much as well. It's refreshing to see him get an opportunity, because I think he probably puts in a lot of effort during training and things like that, and to get a start after quite a while now, it's quite exciting. Having Garnacho in the starting team as well is always good, because every time he gets the ball, we look dangerous. He attacks, he gets to the byline, puts in a few crosses and takes a few shots. So it's very good to have in the team. I don't know how much the World Cup coming out is impacting the manager's choices these days, because there's a lot of players dropping like flies through injuries and things like that, and obviously the fixtures have been quite, there's been scrutinized. Like, we've got 4 games every 3 days. We've got a game up till the World Cup, so it's quite taxing on the players as well. I don't know how much say the international managers have over club managers at this stage. I'm not sure. What do you guys think?
Well, I think we've got to ask Darren. He's up in the UK. What are the media's been saying? Because if you guys watched the conversation that Jamie Carragher and Thierry Henry had, they were absolutely literally very, very frustrated with the fact we've had to play the World Cup in spring, and I think Jamie Carragher was right. The fact is that players are not used to it, and they've got to play, especially in the colder part in the colder parts of Europe, and then going into the World Cup. Everyone wants to play in the World Cup, and sometimes some of the players not even showing off in terms of injury. They're trying to be a little bit more, trying to get your fitness up and trying to get into the World Cup squads, and sometimes overdo it in training as well, because they're trying to impress the managers and stuff like that. It is bearing a lot of problems. And you look at the French team, pretty much their midfield is gone. I mean, for selfish reasons, as what Sharon was saying the other day, I don't want Rafael Varane to go to the World Cup, because I want him back fit for Manchester United. But look at they've lost literally Paul Pogba, they've lost Kante, and how many more that even England has suffered
England's
massively.
back line is suffering as well. James, Chilwell.
Yes, yeah, the latest one was Chilwell.
Carl Walker's injury as well.
Yep.
See, this is where I think it's going to be a big talking point, because now again, for club perspective, they don't want most of these players to go to the World Cup and come back injured and have a layout for a long time, especially hamstrings or a torn ligament. These are some of the biggest worries for clubs, especially competing in all fronts. Champions League. Of course, there's a break now with the Champions League and also Europa Cup. Once the games are played, they only start back your second rounds in February. But from now, between now and February, there's going to be a lot of games coming thick and fast. World Cup there for a month, depending on how far each country and each players actually go for. And then when they come back, they're going to start to play Premier League games again during the Christmas period, and then of course leading it into. So guys, what are your thoughts?
Not superhumans, right?
That's it. But you know what? You never know. We might have a super doctor there who's going to be looking after them. A certain someone who's hiding there with Larissa. He's probably the super doctor that's going to fly up there and heal all of those players. Dr. Mervin, he's got no voice to say anything today. The doctor needs a doctor. Yeah, but look, that's. Mervin said Larissa's with Alex. That's why Alex not on the show today. Alex, come on, man, wake up. I'm sure he doesn't want to share. But guys, you know what? Look, we're almost about 13 minutes away from kickoff, so I don't want to hold you guys up. We're all going to go out there and we really, really, really want United to win this game.
It's pretty much a must-win for me.
Yeah, yep.
It's a must-win.
It's a must-win.
Yeah, I think it's going to be back to the game because we obviously want to win it, and because we obviously don't want the next two games, extra two games. Because I think also that if we could actually avoid that, we could probably play them Palace and Leeds games in them 2 weeks. So I think that's really important if we can get them games in, as soon as possible. Because obviously we're behind at the moment in them games because they got cancelled. So I think we can play them actually during that week when there will be European games, and that'd be really good, I think, to do that. But yeah, I think we'll win. I think we'll win this game. I just don't know whether it'll be by 2 goals because
I think have to have two clear goals, eh?
Clear goals, yeah. So like a 2-0 or 3-1 or something. But Real Sociedad were really good defensively, and I think because they only need a draw, they're not going to come out and play. They're going to be really defensive, and we're going to have to break them down. And we do struggle sometimes against these types of teams. Even against Sheriff, it took a while to get the first goal.
Yep.
So that's my only worry is I think we can win the game. It's just whether we can get the 2 goals. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, they don't concede many goals. I had a look at their past 10 games or so. They don't concede many goals.
Yep, and they're sitting fourth in La Liga as well.
Yeah, fourth.
Yeah, they have lost the last 2 games though. I did see that they've lost the last 2, so they're not coming in with great form. But I don't know if that will make an impact on this game.
Yeah, well, hopefully United can break it down. This is you're right, Darren. United have a big problem when it comes to breaking teams down that sit very deep and sit to frustrate United. And sometimes we get caught out on the odd goal because someone's played the pass, and we focused on attacking the ball, so much that we sometimes forget to defend, and the counter attackers, and that's where we lose that. But I think that's what probably Ten Hag is going to sort out, and I think he sorted it out, because the last couple of games, I think West Ham did that a lot. We tried to soak up the pressure. Of course, we got we got a David De Gea to tank for it. He's pulled off some really, really fine saves. Diego Dallo was instrumental in that as well. But one thing I did notice in the West Ham game, I don't know whether you guys saw that. I'm sure you guys saw that as well, and whether you could agree with me on this factor. We kept giving the ball away. We were very complacent in the way we were passing. Martinez did it a couple of times. Casemiro did it a couple of times. Bruno Fernandes did it a couple of times. We kept giving possession away, and that is something that we've got to be very, very wary of today. We've got to be sharper in the way we distribute the ball. But guys, is Anthony Martial back on the bench? What's happened to him? He's training. He's been training with the first team now, but
I think the manager said he's back in training, so he might be able to play on the weekend. If not, we've got the cup game next Thursday, I think. So
yeah.
I think it's more chance of him playing in that one probably from the start anyway. I'm not. I think they want to be careful, because he's come back this season after injury, and he's got injured straight away. So I think they want to be really careful and not rush him back, and make sure when he's back, he's 100%. To play, because last thing we want is him to come back into the team and then break down and then be out for another 4 or 5 weeks.
Yep.
So I think that's
other choices.
Yeah. Just quickly, actually, to talk about keeping the ball. I think Van der Beek's pretty good at that. So I think I'm not sure. Maybe that's the reason why he's playing as well. Because Van der Beek can be good at that. And with Addicts and Casemiro, we have got people that can keep the ball, but. Yeah, you are right. We have been a bit sloppy, especially in the last game against West Ham. We do need to do a lot better, keeping the ball. And so hopefully we can improve on that. Just starting from today.
Yeah, I think it's all about decision making at the end of the day. When to make the passes forward, when to sometimes making that long. I find we struggle with making that long passes. The short passes is fine, but the long passes tend to keep very very sloppy long passes, and that's where teams tend to intercept, and that's what West Ham was doing to us. I mean, we were very lucky that they didn't punish us for a lot of that, but you know what do you need? I mean, we hope that that doesn't happen. Mervyn has said something. Did you guys catch that? The doctor can't speak.
Need to win to get the bye, because Barcelona and Juventus are joining the Europa League.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we were actually very lucky that and don't forget what we call them, the Super Europa team. Sevilla's joined us as well.
At least if we get Barcelona, at least De Jong can finally play at Old Trafford.
Yeah. Yeah, finally. Hey, Darren, we'll send you to Old Trafford and whisper to his ears, and he'll probably wink to you and say, "Yeah, I'll come next season."
Do you know what I find funny though is there was talk that De Jong wanted to stay at Barcelona to be in the Champions League, and now he's in the Europa
League. So we'll tell him, "Welcome to the Europa League. You could have just started with us, innit?"
We took the shorter route.
Maybe so we could get Ajax as well. That'll be interesting. Ajax, because obviously we've got the manager and a couple of Anthony and Martinez.
Yep.
So we want to finish first, but if we get second, then it's what it is, isn't it?
Yep. But look, at the end of the day, we can all hope and pray that we put on a good display today, and we focused into what we need to do. I think that's really, really, really key fundamental. So anyway, guys, we are almost ready for kickoff. Thank you very much. Well, I'm talking 2-0.
Same 2-0.
Darren, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I said 2-0 as well. So I was debating between 2-1 and 2-0, but we need the 2 goals. I'm going to go for 2-0.
Yep.
Let's
And
do it.
Mervyn and the doc says it's 2-0 as well. The doc.
Positive energy. Let's
So
go.
positive energy, man. So guys, thank you very much. Hey, but before we go, I want to tell you guys this. We're doing a dry run for the World Cup. As Jürgen, we were discussing today. Darren, you've been away. We've locked that deal in. We're going to be working with a company in Malaysia. They're going to be joining our show. We're recreating a new brand, basically, in our channel just for the World Cup. Don't worry, we're not changing the Red Devil Addicts. Yeah, it's still the Red Devil Addicts show. Yeah, but for the World Cup, we're doing a special segment where we're gonna be looking at a couple of games that we're gonna be doing, and then from the quarterfinals, from the second round quarterfinals right up to the finals, we'll be doing every single game. But in the league itself, we'll be focusing on various teams. We will definitely be doing, like me, Jürgen, and Mervyn and Alex will be doing a lot of coverage on the Australian team, especially when they've sort of been paired with France and Denmark again. So we are going to be doing things. But anyway, guys, don't forget, stay tuned. That's going to come to you very, very soon. The boys at the Red Devil Addicts channel is going to jump on and do the World Cup together. It's going to be fun. Well, you know, Darren's with the Duchess of Cornwall, so we'll get some whispers from him anyway. Hey, good whispers, yeah. Anyway, guys, enjoy the game. Let's go out united. Let's go out and win this. We need this victory, guys. And don't forget, follow us on Instagram. That's the Red Devil Addicts on Instagram. And please subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. That's the Red Devil Addicts. So, guys, we will see you for the post-match analysis. Hopefully, it'll be a good one and we can all laugh and be happy, as we are all happy with the 1-0 victory against West Ham, when all our other teams that we won that had losses on the weekend. So we actually made up ground for the first time in a long time. We've actually made up ground. So, guys, let's enjoy the game, and I will see you guys at the post-match.
Cheers. Thank you.
See you, boys.
All right.